All right.
Okay, so I don't know that part. I did not get upset at all during that part.
You did. You were pretty calm.
Yeah, I was calm
You kept
too.
it together. Well, I think, listen, foreign policy is obvious. It's extremely complex, as it should be. It requires like a really nuanced perspective on things. And I think they had a healthy debate about it. You know, it's not Bernie's strong suit. Hillary was a very successful Secretary of State. There's no question about that. And, you know, from what I mean, I was talking to someone recently who worked under her administration, and I mean, she was beloved from what I've heard. You know, so you know, she's very strong there.
Yeah. So I don't know how strong she's going to be on foreign policy against a Republican candidate, because they're really good at smearing her and Benghazi and just using certain things that didn't go so well during the Obama administration against her, especially when it comes to foreign policy.
Right.
Some of the attacks are unwarranted, but I think that they're good at attacking her on that. Bernie is not strong in foreign policy, but I think his answers were actually fine. You know, he wants to focus more on getting other countries in the Middle East to do their part. I mean, a lot of the pressure's on us. A lot of the burden is on us. And part of the burden is because we want it to be our burden. I mean, there are vested interests that play a role in us wanting to be involved in the Middle East. But nonetheless, I thought Bernie's answer was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't strong, but it was good.
The idea of we need to have Muslim armies in Muslim countries taking this fight on is spot on.
It is, yeah.
And that sounds a lot like Rand Paul, because that's what he says, exactly the same thing. And it kind of tells me that those are the two most independent guys when it comes to foreign policy. I would say that that's probably the best idea. To have, I mean, that's what got Al-Qaeda started in the first place. So Osama bin Laden was pissed off that we went into the Middle East to push back Iraq out of Kuwait. And he was upset that Saudi Arabia let them do that. And that's what got this whole thing started. So, yes, when we can have more Muslim countries taking on a problem that's Muslim, I think that's a great idea.
Absolutely. So the other thing that they mentioned in that segment of the debate was privacy. And what I would love to see is a candidate stand up there and say, hey, you know what? All this fear-mongering about ISIS, we all need to get over it and not let go of our constitutional rights in the name of national security. This is all a facade. This is all a way of us giving away our rights, and we need to stop. No one up there said that. I wish Bernie would have said that, but I'm just keeping it real. That's what happened. The back door, front door talk needs to, we need better wording.
Think of a better metaphor for these things.
Because as soon as clowns like me hear back door, I'm like,
then it's over. Then, yeah, exactly.
I'm not paying attention to what they're saying.
I don't get it. What are you guys talking about?
Talking about butt sex.
Oh!
Talking about butt sex.
Now you're listening. Now you're paying attention.
Yeah.
If only they'd been, if Bernie had been more clear about that, you know, that everyone would have been paying more attention. I think
he really got smeared with the butt sex.
Oh.
Feeling the burn there.
Yes. But every politician has to find a very delicate balance between making all of these finicky, scared Americans feel safe and also protecting their rights, like, the right to not have the government indiscriminately spy on every American.
Well, and Bernie did bring it up. He was like, you know, the average American citizen would be appalled at the access to information. And I think a lot of people don't have much to hide, and perhaps it's just that, like, it doesn't resonate with them. They're not worried about it.
Yeah.
I think other Americans are very concerned about privacy versus security.
I think anybody who's not concerned about privacy because they're not doing anything wrong should watch Making a Murderer.
Right?
Yeah, that's a great point. That's such a great point.
I've said this before. I'm like, if really we want a political revolution, we just need to get Bernie a Netflix series.
All right, you gotta go
and we'd be good.
Yes.